next tariki ya 25 cy'umutinyo wa Ikomi na rimwe ninjobwe kumburire ibintu asamaguri yayo akire omoroka bunabono ebintu by'ubwagaci buna amabati emisumari kisimiti kicuma nekirangi egatinto bindebinge hoigo ninjobwe kumbure kindangira bunabono amasi ya mandazi aliyo kuruga emechere kisukari amabuta y'ikinyini egatema munyuranda mange ayure kumburira sedihurira mu buko bitobego byo gutumika asenga bunabono kisabune kitishio chipampas egativa indebinge byo gutumika asenga aserigurira mu buko ninjubwe kumburira ya onsi asitituka cya Uhuru Superstores imeyo mu cy'ubusongo litukone yuma yekitariki ya 25 yane Black Friday teri musani twenyolere amagunyure ya Christmas gengyo imeya Uhuru Superstores.
Zuku, home of quality entertainment with reliable internet and affordable satellite TV across the country. For $29.99, get your satellite TV dish and decoder with strong signal. Enjoy crystal clear channels, kids shows, sports, local dramas, Nollywood, Nat Geo, and more for $4.50 per month.
Akigima mwancha murigerere abwegeta seni kya Getembe Chinsa Ikomi cheri tukeriga ya Jumatatu kitariki 24 mutenyi wa 11 mwaka wa 2025 mwancha murigerere ya karibu sana SMS Ekeonga Chinsa Ikomi asenchira yobwenye nchengoro kwa Catherine Nyaboga Vanessa Nyaboga kurasa muna wa imanyererio nabo yo kuri studio kabiri Kevin Ongeri nera kone Kevin Chibichechi na Mario Ingo ikirachira asenchira yobwekrano ikaranso ike omana intugo ikomwero anamuna otukumanyiga tiari agenda tawateka koro imenesko yorogongoro agusi anamuno koro asense mo area ya siasa abo ase campaign cha betirense koro imenesko yorogongoro agusi usio fobo chori oboke gosechi by election echira chakora kana chitarike 25 na ibere mutinyo yigo 11 riraberi tkoria Alhamis wiki eyeiga na tugo chaka mwaziri mukuru w'uburinzi bw'ime Dr. Fred Okengo Matiang'i oyo igoro mokonyi b'umurai ase kiama kiragia Jupiri nigo aisokire na gukwanira obochori oboke obwo burache ko bari tkoria Alhamis gukwana korwa ase obomenyo bwaye gose ase ngayaye ya Simbauti egotoka Nyansiongo ibungi ya Burabwe county ya Nyamira kinchinga ki asanga nabariki bamangana anemono korwa orogongoro gusima ambia yeritkoria rero Matiang'i nigo aruko bulya gocha sekiombe kiragia IBC koro sekirigi kora obochori kogora obochori obu asenchira ere yobwene no bwasioku nabo igo barende chikure chyo asenchira erengia tichinyara gosareka.
So by elections and an electoral action such as is going on in the country is that one moment when all of us have to be very careful. Now, that is not the job of the politicians alone or the actors. IBC is critical in this matter. And then how IBC conducts itself and conducts the election is fundamental. So if IBC is going to look the other way around and allow voter bribery, blatant voter bribery that is going on by government, allow violence, such as we have seen, such as happened in Kabuchai, against the George Natembea, and so on, we are courting disaster. And when I heard yesterday that the police are saying that Natembea stage managed that act, it's very shameful. I mean, I don't want to use negative terms, but it's very shameful to hear that kind of thing. I keep saying this every day, and all of you are smart people, guys. There's nobody in this world called opposition. All of us have names. And secondly, I've been a minister before. Government does not make allegations. Government acts. I can't make allegations as a cabinet minister or as a senior police officer. I can't say, I suspect she is organizing. No, I arrest you and take you before a competent court of law and say, my evidence is A, B, C, D. It's upon you to prove that I'm wrong. That's what you do. So you see, for things to happen, such as happen, if indeed the police or government are convinced that what happened in Kabuchai was a stage-managed affair, who has stopped them from arresting those who are involved in that stage-managed affair?
Wancho murigirira chinga kiechecho matanginigo agendera kwenye mocha na kujerusia magoso serikali ya Kenya kwanza hasa kwanira igatiari etara ikaraniria aba Kenya buna yabaririte ira chinga kiche campaign matanginigo akwanira ensemo yechisemi na kuichanira igati na kuichanira asateba nigo chisemi chio chabere chikoremarigo asa kwanira chibesa chigusira masomo gose capitation na goteba chibesa chio nigo chiakiani wego sinigo chianachire igento kirachi kore maria amasomo y'abana anene muno omwaka ogocha.
The challenges we have right now in the education sector, you know them. I am personally outraged. I have to be honest with you that we have reduced capitation to a point where clearly it's not going to be affordable for people to go, for parents to keep their kids in school. That's why I said I've not looked at the statistics, and I'd like to sit down and look at the stats with the experts, especially the civil society actors in the education sector. We may have a dropout rates of between 25 and 30% in January. Because you see, first of all, you know, we are African families. We do not have we are not a one-child society. Now, these wonderful people around here, you know, if you have 2 or 3 kids, you're supposed to cough 9,000 per kid, 27,000. Where is that money going to come from? And you are in a depressed economy where you have challenges. You know, like for example, here in Kisii, the earnings from the T-boners, dairy farmers haven't been paid for 3 months and so on and so forth. So you can see clearly we're going to have a dropout, from school. So it's to fix that, and how to fix it is to deal with wastage and mop up resources in the public sector that are actually going the wrong direction that could be used to do better. All this money that the government is bribing people around here, telling them to queue and bribing them around about empowerment and so on, all that is money that ought to go to critical sectors of the economy like education and so on. It is in rocket science. You know, you can't bribe at the rate they are bribing and loot at the rate they are looting and still have money for capitation. So it's a question of making choices. You do the right thing and then serve the people of Kenya effectively.
Na ekero wabarai bagenderere komochia omurobiri obubo bwenyusha moske matiangi nere nigo akwana maisomarore na goteba igati ya bakenya nigo babeire bakuru ibirengerere byabo na goteba na omurobiri uyu turi gokora emirimo buna oribwa NHIF ori gokora emirimo hasateba nere buye serikali gocha amo nabo igo gotegerera chinkwana gosokora chinkwana nensemeria gokora chinkwana negati yensemeria baraikuru ensemeria kwamire serikali eri barre bitambukiro baraimokie eri gokinia nabo yogotinya omurobiro yosha.
Universal health care is what government strive to do. Whether that is going to come through reforms of the National Social Insurance Fund and the work we are doing in the World Bank in that trajectory, or it's going to come through a method, this sharp system, is a matter that needs to be debated. But clearly the approach the government has taken is not working. So it's time to step back and look at how best can we make that work. Because the objective of UHC is noble and it's good. That's what most governments in the South, including ours in Jubilee, had. But we had adopted a different method. The approach that the current administration has adopted doesn't work. And you see now, this is why you will not hear me in public spending time insulting people and engaging in condemnation. I would rather that we debate this issue. It is not working, and the evidence is abundant. And if it's not working, let us then fix it. Let's work on a way that can fix it and improve the livelihoods of our people. That's what we do. That's what we should do. And when it comes to fixing that problem, sio siasa eti ni huyu ama ni yule mwingine. Wakati mwingine na sisi pia kama wananchi, hata kama viongozi, tuangazie masuala ya watu wetu. You know, sio kila siku ni siasa. Tunabishana ndio, tuna maoni tofauti ndio, tuko kwa vyama mbalimbali ni sawa, lakini ikifika kwa wakati wa maisha ya wananchi wa Kenya, kama serikali imechukua hatua na hiyo hatua haifanyi kazi, si tuzungumze tu ukweli and we be honest to each other and say this thing is not working, let's improve it. Lakini sio eti huyu akisema it's not working ni kwa sababu anatuchukia. Hakuna chuki hapa na hakuna siasa. It's everywhere you go. Nyinyi mnaishi na watu, mmepata wapi mahali watu wanawaambia SHA is working?
Togo skabosio torigererie siasa chobo chori oboke ane mono kuru county Nyamira ane mono ase wodiri yekerenyo abarai abakumubwate se Daktari Fred Okengo Matiang'i gati abo Professor Sam Ongeri, Alice Chaya, Moseneta Okongo, Moseneta Onyonka nabande nigo besokire na kumwakira ko moske Jeremiah Ngaro oyo kubwate siwano moske Matiang'i ase ganga yayo koria ekirogo ky'obwemsi ase wodi yo yekerenyo ore abo nigo basegetira abantu bamubwate si moske oyo ase ngenchokera ire chikoro no kuone getambukira kemo osene kioro keria kemo buna abantu abo babwate okwegena ase Matiang'i kintu kirachikwirira Matiang'i anchu negatia barai gosina barai bamwe abo kurwa sense meria ya United Opposition gatia barai abo nigo besogetie ne banabo na komocha omujumbe w'ibunge ya North Mugirango omoske Josh Nyamoko ase ngencho angusire magega gosairanire magega aso komobwate sia omoske Jeremiah na nere obetega kumosokia buno yomu yura chikuria ekirogo ky'obwemsi
chikure chikurwano sa ekine kyakora na rure nyomba mwane wocha kubakurira buno mogaka chikure chibona chikurwana runsa tari chikura changaro sa chichakerete igoro maigure na chisakerete asenga nchobatagete kote aniengena ngani ya ito ya nyore chinguru abandi bamoitabire bono arigere tyo chiari igoro era tamoteleke korogo buna twaterere tabande
kerege sinini agatemwa gasinini mongo toborera form Fred Okengo Matiang'i egeraro sie foundation ya 2027 asoko ngaro chikura
and I want to address the president. The revolution of the streets may have been paused momentarily, lakini the revolution is alive and well and will be delivered through the ballot. Tarehe 27 itakuwa the beginning of the egenje momoja kuoro kianga momobwate no kongaro chikura moja mogende moake tarehe 27 lakini ende karamu akire morende mwaigure abantu bana abayibi mwaigure imorwe polling station ini mokobero mpaka jatanga asiru mwaigure onye mobwate abantu bako balendesia monto memba lendere chinkoro kurura mani abo basi
Matiang'i igorari ya roji ala ya roji tutamobekeretie bikoro tukorunsa nanyare bwike igoro ebikoro tubiaye ebikoro kwa ungaro maigure narinera karago jwikaranza na basacha bari bande bamaitenga akamurankara busuku mboyo kurugusi atorenterete.
Mheshimiwa Nyamoko, wewe ndio ulitupatia ungaro. Mheshimiwa Nyamoko, wewe ndio ulileta ungaro. Kwa hivyo Mheshimiwa Nyamoko, ukuje hapa na kura yako uweke ungaro. Ungaro is your burden, ungaro is your problem. Ekero wantumete kuru Nairobi. Ona arenge na Nyamoko, nona chita. Gacha, ngateria bagirango ngo mumuro yose ino yose itoyo. Lirio mayete bare gukoroka Nyamboto. Adari monteri Nyamboto, nkori irireki omugambi bwense. ngachiwaka 2+2 nganyora muyere. After that ekere tokugamba na Nyamoko bune ngoko yatebire candidate ye tobwate umwe toete Nyamoko toete ono timanye tiendu yane Nyamoko ngayaje togonchokera bas
tugocha gukorera waziri omonene gosomo prime minister wensere ya Malaysia Moske Anwar bin Ibrahim nigo aigete meyense ya Kenya asitaro ya magendro na boigo gotinya obwa mategati Chinsa ya Kenya na boigo enseye ya Malaysia ase boigo barache kwebeka kwigwana gati Chinsa mo goseti sector chiria baranyare gosira naho asenkwana yaya Moske Ibrahim nigo atogete mirobiri Murai wensi ya Kenya Daktari William Samoei Ruto anamono obwagachi wechinyomba cha maguriansa na goteba ekyo negetambo kiro kiengencho kyo murai wensi ase ngencho amaguriansa negati yebitambo kiro biria byoko kyanya obotaka ase Chinsa chiria chigendrete gukina.
What is to me appealing as a president is your determination to push the agenda to develop this country, to ensure that Kenya becomes a great nation. And I, as a sincere friend, truly believe that you have the resolve, the tenacity, and the conviction to make it work. One aspect that also is particularly exciting for me, because I am, like you, very passionate about poverty alleviation, about housing for the poor, for the masses. And when I learned this ambitious program, over 150,000 units of housing, affordable housing and housing for the poor, I mean, this exemplifies the spirit of a remarkable leadership, not only striving for power, but to make sure that the power is utilized fully in the true spirit of the Kenyatta struggle to champion and assist your people. So that to me is more pronounced than the other issues that we will deliberate tomorrow, which include, of course, areas like investments and trade to enhance. There's no excuse whatsoever for Malaysia and Kenya not to work together to enhance our bilateral relations and the trade investments. We will share the little expertise we have in semiconductor, E&E, and we're sure we can learn from you, because although the stride in terms of development is maybe
Wancho morigeria enkwane yo Moske Anwar nero gochigoto ikeria omoire Ekeonga Chinsa Ikomi asenchira yo wengo omoire korenego komanyenga ayine gati yari togenderete gukwariganiria dipo nasanya acho koretera obwekirano chikoraga Chinsa ibiri na boigo inyecho botko bwarero nchengoro kwa Catherine Nyaboga Vanessa Nyaboke korasomo na abo imanyeriro Kevin Ongeri kuri studio akabana yarane kebona chibichichi na marengo ikirachira asenchira yo bwekirano wancho morigeria tokoreneribuya asengensho chora gotegerera kuri gotegerera nabo kurigirira getasine kega toro burigi burubyo tumirane ritkure ankyo
Omugusi Mwakono All Superstores naindi yakoretire Black Friday next tariki ya 25 cy'umutinyo yiga Ikomi na limo ninjowe kumbulire ibintasama buri yayakire omoroka bunabono ebintu by'ubwagaci buna amabati emisumari chisimiti chichuma nechirangi egati bintu binde binge oigo ninjubu kumbure chindangira bunabono amasi ya mandasi aliyo kuruga emechere chisukari amabuta y'icinyeni egatema munyuranda mange ayuri kumburira sejurira mu buko bitobeyo byo gutumika asenga bunabono chisabune chitisho chipampas egatema ndebike byo gutumika asenga aserigurira mu buko ninjubu kumburira ya onsi asituka cha Uhuru Superstores imeyobo cy'ubusongo litukone yuma yechitariki ya 2023 yane Black Friday tebyo musanya twenyorere amamunyire ye Christmas gengyo ime ya Uhuru Superstores.
Esa marieta ankoro kwa Penista Marongo Bobe ninje principal ya Karoka Technical college kutoka Nyaribali Masaba esomwesi miwa Hak Daniel Mandu wa Kongosa tigangire libageri so wakera bayibori baitombi yamone soko nyara gotoa abana na gutwara ukwegena amangana activate we are very friendly yese amangana fees payment egekogera serikali nkubakonyera abana gwetera chinjira hawa entanga ni area constituent development fund that is CDF esoko gendeza constituency yao twakurikira rirube banya kubwato bulemeru banyara gwaka na part of your fees eri kwera abana baito chironi